Hello, I'm a wife, a mother and a nurse, and I would not be making the effort to speak to you here if I were not gravely concerned about the erosion of our human rights and freedom of speech that is happening here in Australia and other Western democracies right now due to our citizens being apathetic and not holding our governments accountable in their service to us, their voters and taxpayers. This is evidenced by the enormous amounts of money and resources government is pouring into spying on its own citizens and fostering a culture of the enemy is amongst us, the old divide and conquer trick. Our governments are elected to serve us and protect us, but instead they are abusing us while hiding behind smoke screens of national security and counter-terrorism. What is happening to Julian Assange is a very public example of this. I warn you now, citizens of the world, if we sit back and let Julian become a martyr, for he will surely be killed if Americans get their hands on him, if he becomes a martyr for the cause of free speech and freedom of the press, it will not be long before each and every one of us will know personally people who mysteriously disappear, some probably never to be seen again, under the guise of terrorism laws and national security, simply because they have spoken out against corruption in the halls of government or in big business whom our government serve, who pay little taxes in proportion to their income, unlike the rest of us. I totally support Julian and his work in WikiLeaks and his emulation of the late great Australian politician Don Chipp, who entered Parliament on the promise to keep the bastards honest. But while I support Julian, this is not really about him. It's not even about WikiLeaks. It's about the death of free speech, death of freedom of information and the loss of free press. It's about the death of democratic rights for ordinary citizens. Our countries in the Western world are so fast racing toward becoming police states, ruled by the CIA, ASIO, MI5 and others, while we, its citizens, sleep. I shout to you now, my sleeping friends, wake up, get up, and shout your voice loudly and clearly to your governments that you will not tolerate this abuse of their power and betrayal of Julian Assange and others like him, and the betrayal of us all who voted them in. Join me in demanding transparency and accountability for governments, and this in turn will ensure privacy and security for us, their citizens.